Day 24. Philippe Petit, the man who walked in the sky on the morning of August 7th, 1974. New York City awoke to a spectacle unlike anything it had ever seen. High above the streets of Lower Manhattan, between the twin towers of the World Trade Center, a slender black cable stretched across the open air. And on that cable stood a man with a balancing pole smiling. Philippe Petit was a 24-year-old French high-wire artist with a taste for the impossible. Years earlier, he had read about the construction of the towers in a magazine while waiting at a dentist's office. As soon as he saw the drawings, he knew one day he would walk between them. It was an obsession that consumed 6 years of his life. Petit studied every detail of the building's design, snuck into the towers to take measurements, and assembled a team to help him smuggle equipment inside. On the night of August 6th, under the cover of darkness, Petit and his crew carried hundreds of pounds of gear up the towers. They used a bow and arrow to shoot a line from one roof to the other, then pulled the heavy cable across and secured it. By dawn, everything was ready. At 7 a.m., with the city still waking up, Petit stepped onto the wire. The wind tugged at him, 1,350 feet above the ground. There was no safety net. Below, traffic crawled like toys. People gathered, pointing to the sky in disbelief. Petit didn't just walk once. He crossed 8 times over 45 minutes. He knelt on the wire. He lay down on it, gazing at the clouds. He saluted the police officers waiting to arrest him on both rooftops. When he finally stepped off the wire, the city erupted in applause. The charges against him were dropped in exchange for performing for children in Central Park. The stunt made him a legend, not just for the danger, but for the artistry. Lesson of the day: dreams that seem impossible require patience, planning, and a willingness to risk everything for beauty. Philippe Petit's walk reminds us that life is richer when we dare to step into the air balanced only by our skill and our courage.